And so I'm here with Brother Billy Bridgeforth, going through the cotton field, looking to see how the plants are coming on, and we can see a nice clean line of the green plants. Here they are, right down the row. These green plants, right down the row, all the way down. And we're talking about precision agriculture. And Brother Billy, you were saying to me that there is actually a drone that actually can identify pests and identify weeds and take action. Tell me about that.
Well, before I tell you about that, I'm going to answer the question you didn't ask.
Okay.
This is a very good example of regenerative agriculture.
Okay.
You see where we just tilled a strip,
Yes, sir.
but we left the cover crop and the residue intact.
Yes, sir. Why is that?
That's to conserve moisture, and then the residue will also aid with weed control.
I see.
So we got not such a thick mat of weeds right here,
Okay.
but most places you would be able to see it.
Okay.
But to answer your question about the drones will use that NIV technology or the infrared technology, and it can identify weeds, it can identify pests, and then they'll download that prescription they can download it onto the tractors we're using now, and then the tractors will go through there just spraying whatever that camera seen. If it needed to be treated, it would go out and treat those certain plants or certain areas of the field, and not just broadcast everything.
So you can do what you call precision agriculture.
It will be precision. It will be nano agriculture.
Yes. So you're going down to almost a microscopic
That's right.
application.
It will be nano agriculture. You'll be doing it plant by plant.
Yes, sir. And in former times, you had to use sort of a broad brush.
That's right.
Because you didn't have that sort of specificity.
That's exactly right.
I see. So what does that do to the labor that one once needed on a farm? I mean, that reduces labor to a significant degree.
Well, it does, but it also puts a burden on the labor it puts a real burden on the labor that you do have, because the ones that operate that machine, he's going to have to be more than just a tractor driver.
Yeah, he has to have a certain degree of education.
He's going to have a high degree of education.
Yes, sir. Be able to understand information technology.
Yes, sir.
Maybe some coding and all of that stuff.
Exactly right.
So for the young boys and girls who thought agriculture was the old back-breaking days, what is your message to them?
Well, first of all, our men and women ought to be the ones that's developing this software and hardware and technology.
That's right.
And then for the ones that are farming, it will be a lot better in that they'll be able to do more with less.
Yes.
They'll be able to be able to market a healthier product.
Yes.
Back in the 80s and 70s, 80s and 90s, when we used so many pesticides, it's because we just didn't have any choice.
Yes, sir.
We either had to take care of the crop, and those were the only tools we had to take care of it. But now we have biotechnology where they can take a protein out of the soil that's lethal to a worm or a pest that will eat your cotton. Mm-hmm. They can take that protein out of the soil, put it into the cotton plant, and give it self-defense.
That's right. So you don't need to use any pesticide or anything like that. You use actually a natural product, and just bioengineer the plant and create that defense mechanism.
Exactly. Now that was biotechnology.
Yes.
Now they're into genetic engineering. You know, where they can replace a chromosome. Just say, for instance, corn and cotton. Corn has something in it that makes it grow real fast.
Yes, sir.
That's in its genetic code.
Yes, sir.
Well, they have identified the chromosome or whatever it is in the DNA that makes a corn plant be a corn plant. They can transfer that into a cotton plant.
And have the cotton plant grow faster.
And then have the cotton plant to grow fast like a corn plant would. And so I know the term, but I'm just not so familiar with it that I can repeat it. But it's more like editing than it is engineering.
Yeah, well, you know, what you're doing is they're rearranging the genetic sequence to favor that which is much more productive. And if you're transplanting a particular chromosome or a particular part of a plant that is beneficial to another, that is bioengineering.
Yes.
You know,
picture that, Gabe, and we're gonna come back this afternoon to see if we can see how much have come up since
that time.
a quarter to 12, May 20. We'll come back before we go home this evening.
Outstanding.
How much more?
Outstanding.
And while you're at it, drop a pin so we can come to the exact same spot.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.